Just get all this stuff going here. Hello, guys, and welcome to Chat versus Everything. Another wonderful, exciting episode. We've got a great show for you guys tonight with a new guest. Of course, you guys, hopefully you know Binge of Hungerwork Studio. He makes keycaps for the uninitiated. He's been a good friend of ours for a long time, so it's nice to have him on the show. And then,
Great
of course,
to be here.
We've got our illustrious Dungeon Master, Grindbox. And, of course, you know me, I'm Frank from Prime Caps. And, yeah, this is our 8th episode, titled, what do we call it again?
Enter the Thunder Tree.
Enter the Thunder Tree. Yeah,
Or that is to say, chat enters the Thunder Tree.
Yes. I'm just going to pop my mic up just a smidge here. See if that's better. Seems somewhat quiet. How about now? Is that better? Well, I have to do.
Oh, nice.
How's that? Is that better?
Sounds okay to me.
Maybe if I
Good
just...
to me, man.
I'm just have to turn you guys down
Nice.
just a smidge. And I'll get some tunes going here. Alright, we're ready to rock and roll. If you guys have any questions, shoot them in the chat right now and we can help you out. For the new people here, essentially how this works, it's chat versus everything. So you, the chat, actually control one of the characters. The beautiful Balin Barrelbeard, a dwarven, I guess you'd say a drunken dwarf, who tends to get into all sorts of crazy situations, of course, decided by the chat. And yeah, you essentially you'll submit a suggestion into the chat. That'll go up for vote, and then you can decide what your character does. We've got an overlay, which you can actually click on to see the stats of Balin and Shuriken. So feel free to check that out. Right, and also
Yeah, and don't be afraid to just make random suggestions in chat. If it's not life-altering, there's a good chance Balin Barrelbeard is just going to grasp onto that, especially if it's a request for more information.
We typically offer little prizes to people who have the best suggestions. And we don't have anything this round going, but they come and go.
You'll get our respect. You'll earn it.
Exactly. So thank you, Binge, for coming on tonight, man. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Pleasure to be.
Yeah, that was definitely a good choice here. Played with Binge before, and he's a quality role player.
We did play. How long ago was that? Like a year? Or was it like 6 months ago or a year ago?
Oh, no, like a year ago.
It was a
Give or
year
take.
ago at this point, yeah.
Holy shit, man.
Yeah, it was just at the end of summer. We had just done the meetup, and I went
that's
from Seattle, up into BC area. So yeah,
Excellent.
it's been
Welcome.
a long.
Yeah, this is our annual D&D game with Binge.
Better be a long one.
You guys have anything you want to chat about before we get started?
Hans says, I'm ready to binge.
All right. Born ready
I'm
to binge.
ready to anoint myself with hand sanitizer.
You best be anointing yourself. I was gonna say welcome.
That's right.
to
Yeah.
people.
You all better be real familiar with hand sanitizer right about now these days.
Hans, yeah. Welcome, Ellen. Welcome, Grapes. Welcome, Toxics and Omni, and of course we got Lisa here, Daft Prophet, and Hans Sanitizer.
Yeah, who's playing Balin Barrelbeard tonight? Say hi in chat, everybody.
Yeah, who's playing Balin tonight? Who's
Man,
gonna-
nobody.
Let's just
It's okay.
hope it's a stream delay. That's all. Oh, we got Lisa there.
Sick.
That's participation.
Yeah. So why don't we start out with a character fact? Because that always gets my juices flowing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Literally and metaphorically.
So for people who don't know, you're gonna essentially submit something that will become canon for the history or the story of Balin Barrelbeard. Can be anything really, and it'll go for vote. What's something for
Yeah,
sure?
some notable ones. Balin Barrelbeard has a vestigial twin in her armpit. She goes into a rage whenever she sees something with a tail.
God.
I know that a drunk man once tried to eat Shuriken's magic egg, and he had to fight him off. And he like grabbed the egg, and it like popped out of his hand, and it rolled down into the sewer drain. So we had to go after it. That was quite an adventure.
Did you meet any turtles?
I can't remember if we met any turtle. I think we might have met a turtle. Was that you?
You could play a turtle if you want. Those exist.
There's turtles in this game? All right, so like.
Well, yeah, they're called tortles, like Tortle, and they're
okay.
basically like big ass turtle people. Imagine like the Ninja Turtles, but their shells are much larger.
Okay.
They pack up their shells like caravans, kind of. They usually have like all their possessions strapped to it.
I'm into being like the Kappa turtle.
And you better 100% believe that there's like 4 ninja mercenaries that happen to be turtles, and they all wear different colored eye bands and are named after Renaissance.
Wow.
Or at least Forgotten Realms Renaissance painters.
Thanks for the sub, Copernicus. Appreciate it, man.
They're just named after popular Forgotten Realms characters like Dritz and
I'm gonna read out some of the suggestions that we've got so far. So
Elminster.
If you really want your suggestion to be seen, please don't forget to add chat versus everything.
Han said she sweats profusely. So
I'm kind of a fan of Balin being never nude.
I somehow feel like that would be out of character for Balin. Balin seems like the kind of person that would be naked for like a big percentage of her life. But
what if Balin?
I'll let chat decide.
But it might be involuntarily nude. Like she.
What if Balin's twin, vestigial twin, was never nude?
Just has a pair of
always clothing in the armpit.
Just a pair of cutoffs on his little twin.
We have during the full moon, Balin loses all of her hair, but it grows back entirely by the morning. That seems like an interesting chaos magic type effect, almost.
Yeah, that seems like the kind of thing you'd come down with if you died in Barovia.
We also have Balin's favorite color is purple, and she's drawn to anything that is purple. We've got she wakes up in the middle of the night every night from a nightmare. It involves her being thrown off a building, but when she wakes up, she yells, "Daddy." That sounds very specific, Omni.
Daddy.
Yeah, suspiciously specific, I might add.
Balin's beard makes her never nude. So you're saying she straps it around like an underpants?
Or it's just like a modesty beard, it just happens to be long enough to cover the bits, the good stuff.
Does the twin have legs now?
No, we decided he's got little nubs.
Oh yeah, dude. That's totally perfect for pants and like tiny little shoes eventually too.
Yeah, you figure you could put little thimbles on his feet if you wanted to give him some like shoes. Like it's approximately that size.
Some armor. All right, I gotta put these up for vote. Balin's beard. Oh yeah, that's all of them. Okay, so you guys can. I'm not gonna read all these out again, but of course, get your votes in chat. Just type a number into chat to vote for which one you like the most. You can leave this open for a little bit over a minute so you have a chance to read through it all. I like the talking to trees when they're flowering. That's kind of fun. It's like a...
Yeah, I was looking at that one just now.
could be useful for like a fraction of the year.
Anytime Balin tries to talk to a flowering tree, it's just like wicked horny.
Yeah. Do you know where any like tree bitches are though? I don't want to hear any of this shit.
Yeah.
We've
Kind of
got
like this concept that Balin's like a weird midget were-sphinx.
oh no, like a hairless.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think it
We're
looks.
gonna have to start.
Huh?
Okay. We're gonna have to start keeping better track of time then.
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
the
that's
moon-
actually really important for this character that I'm taking part in. We'll learn
I
more
volunteer
later.
you to keep track of the calendar forever.
I'm just gonna ask you whenever I feel like it might be important. What day is it? What
I hope
year
it's
is it?
Tuesday.
Okay. Robin Williams.
Excuse me.
Chair's too squeaky. Gonna have to use some
It's right. It's
Crytox
not.
on it.
It's not picking it up at least.
A little
You're
Crytox,
gonna lube it up with Crytox.
Get a nice
Yeah.
thick lube for your jar.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Mine isn't squeaky. It must have just been like how one of the screws is.
Give it time.
I know they always start to squeak. They always
It's
start to squeak.
so it's the what do you call it? The rests. It's the armrests.
The armrests, yeah.
If you twist them like in a
Oh yeah. You're totally right.
yeah.
All right.
Dude, it squeaks.
So the winner is during the full moon, Balin loses all of her beautiful hair, but it grows back in entirety by the morning. So is she normally covered in hair, or is it just like her head hair and other bodily hair?
Well, I mean, she's a lady dwarf, so she has like a pretty respectable beard, I would have to imagine.
Okay, I can deal with that. All right, that's canon now. Good work, you guys.
What? I don't even know where to put that under. Is that a trait? Is that a flaw?
I'd say it's neither.
I'm gonna put it under flaws.
It's a flaw, probably, yeah. Because she's gonna be like trying to seduce someone, and all her hair is gonna fall out, and the person's gonna be like, "Ugh! I thought you had a beautiful beard," and
She's not a never knew then.
This is not what I signed up for.
yeah.
All right, sick. It's canon. It's in the character sheet. It's there forever. You've done this, but I can live with it.
All right.
Excuse me.
Sweatiness and
Yes.
newness.
Start cracking on these virtual D's.
Oh yeah, it's about time to get
I
going.
feel like, I feel like, in a medieval setting, everyone is pretty sweaty.
Yeah.
Most places
Oh,
don't
yeah.
have plumbing, let alone showers.
Everything's greased up.
I just don't roleplay that part because I'm not especially fond of it. I do medium-high fantasy, where there is magic and stuff like that, but it's not super common.
They had to smear
I-
oil on all their armor every day. I couldn't imagine that.
Dude, that's just how that's the fuel for my torches. It's just like the gunk on my forehead.
Some guy comes at you in a bunch of armor, but he smells like whale oil, just like dying fish.
Mm. Oh, I should tell you guys, I made a pipeweed emoji, but it got rejected by Twitch. I was pretty upset about that. Yeah.
You make some sort of rebellion emoji in response.
I know. I was like, how can I make this even more obscure so that the censors don't notice, but it makes it through and everyone's like, yeah, pipeweed.
Make it medicinal or something like that. Like, she needs it.
I'll make it so only...
Dude, just
I'll make it so that you have to, so you can't see it if you have color blindness, and then hope that.
Yeah, next week, you guys need to suggest that Balin gets seizures when she doesn't get her pipeweed.
Oh fuck. go,
Get the ball
Balin.
rolling for us.
All right. What? Wait. Oh shit. Okay. I never play our intro music. I wonder if we should like play that.
I would love to hear our intro music.
I'll play it quickly. It's all in the reflex.
It's all in the reflexes.
There you go. Okay. Let's get going
right.
here.
I am pleased to present to you Balin Barrelbeard. Let me zoom in on that picture for you. Let me give you the Hobgoblin's visual representation of our pal Balin Barrelbeard.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Hand drawn by your dungeon master. Dungeon master, who cares, has hand drawn pictures. Balin Barrelbeard is a charming and dexterous but chaotic and unpredictable lady dwarf, played by our friends in chat. Played by Dankly Frank, and the ever faithfully at Balin's side is Shuriken, the handsome and ever so airborne halfling cleric of trickery.
That's me.
Balin and Shuriken were hired by their dear friend, Gundren Rockseeker, to deliver a wagon load of goods to the frontier town known as Phandalin. On their journey along the dirt road known as the Tribord Trail, they discovered Gundren's wagon overturned and raided. The wagon's horse riddled with black feather-tipped arrows. Tracking the bandits, the pair discovered the attacker's lair. Balin and Shuriken did battle with many goblins, a crazed bugbear known as Clark, and rescued Gundren's Rockseeker's associate, Sildar Hallwinter, who happened to be a member of the Lord's Alliance and searching for his missing comrade, Yarno Albrecht, who Balin later discovered was running a slaving gang in Phandalin under the alias Glassstaff. Later, the pairs raided Glassstaff's lair, and Glassstaff disappeared magically after altercations outside in the town of Phandalin. In an attempt to track down Gundren Rockseeker, our champions followed the advice of their friend Scytheburn's mother, Kelleen Alderleaf, to find Rydoth, a druid residing in the ruins of a town called Thunder Tree, as there is not an inch of this land that he does not know. Saying goodbye to Scytheburns, Balin and co. traveled the Tribord Trail once more, traveling east towards the high road, then north towards Neverwinter. The pair was attacked by a mercenary group of goblins, but with the help of their wolf friend Barfo, they found a crude drawing of our hero Balin, with text 15 gold pieces for this one written upon it. Our heroes restocked their supplies in Neverwinter and started to travel east along the Neverwinter River towards their destination, Thunder Tree. It took most of the day traveling east from Neverwinter to reach the area you suspect Thunder Tree to be. It doesn't take you too long to find this little town, and it's burrowed deep in thick forest as the small grove starts to reclaim the area. You see the ruins of what was once a prosperous town, now basically torn to shreds. Most of the buildings are in ruins. There's a few that are in better condition, a couple that look downright habitable. There's a general haze of ash that roams in the area. The reason this town is ruined is because of the nearby volcano, Mount Hotono, and its sudden eruption, coating the town in ash and killing many of the residents. Our duo and their pet wolf approaching the town from the south. Looks like it contains many secrets within. And Balin catches the distinct scent of meat on the spit, cooking over a roaring fire. Drawn by the scent, you find a cottage on the corners of the woods, or corner of the town, nestled in between some trees. Some smoke billowing out of it.
Wow.
Well, I think we should go probably check out what's going on, and that smells pretty good, doesn't it, Balin? What do you think?
Oh, just to answer Graves' question, it's in the armpit.
Yeah, the twin is, yeah.
Oh yeah, Droop's there too.
Don't forget your
can't forget
friend,
Droop.
Well, I guess that's a good idea, sneaking up then there, Balin.
And I will crouch down and use my miniature size to help conceal myself.
All right. If you want to zoom up here, I got my map of Thunder Tree, specially prepared just for you guys. Handcrafted.
Nice. Oh, are we? Wait. There's a.
This is a pretty densely forested thicket. The sound of birds and insects and mating rodents fills the air. It is pretty late spring, so the animals are talkative. Smells fresh. The leaves are rustling amongst themselves. It almost sounds like applause as you approach the town. The meat smells really good.
Well,
You guys sneak up towards the cottage that you suspect may house your pal. Where are my dice at? Okay.
I'm gonna go peek in the window.
Roll a stealth check, Shuriken.
I rolled a. Let me just check my bonus here.
Right off, what's your passive perception? That's 8 plus your wisdom modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
I rolled 17.
Probably not 17. Yeah, you guys are doing a pretty good job of skulking around. I'll roll for Droop, and Droop does not do too hot. And neither does Barfo. As you guys are sneaking up, you're feeling like especially slick. You're like really tactical. You're giving each other hand signals as you approach this cabin to make sure you're not heard or seen. And then you look back and you see that Barfo has a hold of Droop's leg and is dragging him through a pile of dry sticks, and it's just making a huge racket.
Oh no, Barfo.
you guys, what the hell are you doing? Barfo, stop it! We bad dog.
You're pretty sure that any of the inhabitants of the shack before you have probably heard the commotion.
I'm gonna like
The
run
inhabitant
over.
of the shack sure that he heard the commotion?
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Oh,
The person inside the shack enjoying his nice meal has been rudely interrupted by someone breaking some of the dry foliage outside.
right. I'm going to make a very heavy sigh. More like a roar. Ah!
What was that?
Gonna send all of the animals that I had hanging out with me away. So there's just gonna be shit scurrying out. And then I'm going to very quietly open the door and look at the guests and wave to them.
You hear a high-pitched voice scream out, "Ignore the sound, it's just us squirrels going about our business." Why don't you describe what Balin sees approach them outside of this cottage?
Okay. Right off, medium-statured human, covered in hides of all kinds of animals with rather interesting features. Just generally pretty hairy. Like even small bits of hair kind of not growing out of the inside of his ears, but kind of off the top. He's got scruff just coming out from all over, and throughout his hair, he's got white hair, but there are small gray dots, just patches of gray in circular formation. You can tell that he's been living out here a long time. Dirt and this guy are no stranger. He's got, aside from the workwear on his hands, he's definitely got, deposits under his fingernails. There's blood stains on, a pretty good deal of his equipment. And he does happen to have an apron on with even more blood stains. He's using, he's got a sharp knife in one hand that's covered with what looks to be somewhat cooked meat juice and somewhat fresh meat juice. And the other hand he has extended up in the air in a cheerful wave, but you can't really tell from his expression whether he's happy to see you or not.
I'm back. Stay back. Let me go talk to this guy. I'm back. Well. Hello, good sir. We couldn't help but be drawn to the smell of your delicious cooking meal. We don't mean to offend you with our presence, but we are in search of a man. Maybe you can help us find him. By the name of Gundrim. We're looking for someone named Rydoth to help us find him.
I am Rydoth.
Oh, you're Rydoth. Well, that's just lucky, isn't
Yeah.
it? That means we could probably eat some of that meat you've got there. I would think, right?
I would be happy to have you.
Well, I'm feeling very uncomfortable right now.
I like leave him. I just about face into the hut, leave the door open.
Okay, and I will follow. I'm gonna be like,
All right, you guys, get your asses in here.
do you do anything, Balin? Does the chat have anything? Oh, yell out in a high-pitched
coming
voice.
into the
Yeah, ignore
yeah.
the
Anybody-
sound.
Oh, don't
that's
worry.
me.
Balin already took care of that.
Oh shit, Balin wants to flirt with Rydoth. Oh, and seduce.
how tell me, because
Just basically just boils down to Binge and I cybering.
Oh, ooh.
No.
I'll let you know what you see is a big honking piece of man booty bent over a table and a fire, and there's there's a small weasel with an apron and a cutting out implement working with Rydoth, who also has a matching apron and a cutting implement, and they're cutting up meat and cooking it like on a little grill, sort of like Korean barbecue style. Right there, just small strips of it. It seems like it's pretty gamey meat, but like it's prepared very well.
Beautifully described. I feel like I'm there.
Ellen, I guess Balin suggests sending Droop to help with the cooking.
You see the quivering mass of goblin kind of lingering in the background, and he says, "You want me to cook? You won't beat me out there, will you?"
That's what you're trying to do, isn't it, there, Droop?
I never received any formal training, sir.
Maybe that's a bad idea then.
I'm gonna go help,
Just stay there.
and I'm gonna go help. I'm gonna help out Rydoth. My small nimble hands.
Extends one hand towards you, and one hand towards the weasel, And Rydoth says to the weasel, "Show them." And the weasel is going to instruct you how to place meat on the open fire and turn it.
I'm gonna pull out some of my special spices and start stabbing them into the meat in like this old-fashioned way that I learned many moons ago. Little spriggets of rosemary and sage that have been woven together.
Rydoth is pleased.
And I'll follow the ferret over to the fire.
Here, let me expose the inside of this cabin.
It's just the roof just slides off. Ah!
Hey, man, I'm working with limited tools here. So who enters? We got Shuriken inside. It becomes very cramped when the whole party
I was going to
enters.
say, this is a very small, very, very small hut. It's shelter more so than anything.
Yeah. Droop and Barfo wait outside.
All right. Okay.
Keeping a keen eye
Well,
on the town.
right off, while we're here, I gotta ask you, can you help us find someone named Gundren, or what's happened over at the city at Thunder Tree over there?
Must warn you, Thunder Tree is a dangerous place.
Oh yeah,
I will help how I can.
What makes you say it's dangerous?
Zombies. Giant fighters.
Did you say zombies?
Yes.
Well, that doesn't
And
sound
I'm
so.
afraid. I'm afraid the worst of it is a green dragon.
It does not sound like a dragon. Dragon? I don't know if I'm ready to take on a dragon, Balin. Are you ready for a dragon, Balin?
Ellen to Genocide says, we are not equipped for dragons. And Lisa says, no.
Well, I guess it's best that we probably try to avoid the dragon. Or maybe we'll just send you in to seduce him.
This area is in terrible trouble. Danger to all those who surround it and inhabit.
Can you tell us more about this dragon?
Green dragons are, well, they desire a kind of power that is only captured through sheer terror. They'll strike at you from the waters at which you drink. The waters that give us sustenance, they will poison them. They swim freely through this muck, slithering around like snaky, froggy, dragon thing.
Stay away
You
from the
understand,
water,
yeah.
check. Alright. It's good to know.
Or check the water for dead things.
And would you be able to help us find Gundren, then?
I could lend you my aid if you were to lend me yours.
I'm sure we could work something out. What are you looking for?
You see, I am a member of the Emerald Enclave. Kind of wilderness survival. Group of enthusiasts. We seek to improve the balance that we and others have with nature. Improve the ecosystem. Well, I am very concerned about the twig blight that is consuming the area. And I need to know why the green dragon is so close when previously this area was in harmony. These questions must be answered. And I would be very happy to meet some companions in arms, other fellow survivalists who would help bring this stricken land back to its former glory.
I think we can probably help you out with that, Balin. What do you say, Balin? Are you into saving the lands from this dragon and the blight that's been plaguing it? I'm sure we could get you some beer afterwards for your good work.
We got a dragon. Okay.
Well, I guess there's no better time than the present to get out there and get this solved then.
I'm gonna go and like poke the meat on the fire and see if
looks
it's
good.
finished.
Let's find this friend of yours.
All right.
He will lend a helping hand.
I'm gonna grab the chunk of meat off and toss it over to Balin, and toss one over to Rydoth. And then I'm gonna eat a piece. And he'd be like, "What kind of meat was this, anyways?" Shit.
Oh.
It's not halfling, is it?
No,
Oh, thank God. Not again.
we've got some local fowl. And, of course, venison.
It's quite tasty.
Hare. Really whatever I can trap.
Well, I guess we'll.
Yeah,
There was
happening.
definitely more than a moment where I thought you meant like hair from your head.
Shit.
That's on me. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Make sure to get Barfo some. Good boy almost died last week. All right. I'm gonna just grab a piece off and chuck it at Barfo.
You see that Barfo is like trying to drag Droop off into a bush,
Oh no.
and Droop is clawing at the ground, screaming.
Barfo, no! Bad wolf.
Roll animal handling.
Oh yeah. Is that something I'm proficient in?
So I'm gonna use a
really.
cantrip of guidance on him while he tries to handle his animal.
Okay.
I
Probably
rolled 5.
Well, let's
Do I get advantage?
I added 4 to it.
I only get 9. That's still pretty bad. I rolled really poorly.
Are you offering the food to Barfo?
Yes.
Then I'll give you advantage if you have food.
Okay.
You'll find that many canines are easily bribed.
Oh, nice. I got 18.
He's like pretty reluctant to let the go of the goblin meal, but he'll stop, and he comes over and he kind of stares at you and then looks at the food. You know what he wants.
I'm gonna put a little makeshift rope leash around his neck.
As you lean in close, you see his head leaning back. He's not into the whole. He's not into that.
Okay. I'm gonna put the leash around Droop instead.
He doesn't resist, but he's not into it either.
I take it off him now.
His demeanor dramatically like decreases as you put the rope on. Like you see, the second the rope passes over his face, he's just like, and you pick it up, and he's like, oh, he's a whole new goblin. You can see that the symbol of captivity rings. It triggers him a bit.
No, it was just so that if the wolf tried to get him, I could yank him out of its jaws. That's all.
Oh. I'm not used to collars being a good thing.
It's for your own safety. Thanks for the sub, by the way, Ellen.
Oh yeah, thanks so much.
Appreciate it. All right, so I give Droop a bell. Okay, so I guess we're off, heading towards Thunder Tree.
You find yourself inside of Thunder Tree. It's pretty late in the day. The sun is low in the sky, turning the sky a bright orange color to the west, and then like a deep blue and purple to the east. Outside of Rydoth's tents, you see what looks like a ruined farm across a long forgotten dirt path. Yeah, I say ruined farm, but it's really doing it. It's giving it too much credit, is what I'm saying. These buildings are pretty dilapidated. There's only a few buildings on the corner of the town that look like they've stood the test of time. The other ones are shambling husks of their former selves. So there's this ruined farm directly across the street. You see another building beside it, but you can't really make out its purpose beside the farm. And then one even further, but it's mostly obscured by trees. This area is being quickly reclaimed by nature.
Do you know
To the north, you see a bunch of ruined cottages. And beyond that, you see a sturdier looking building with a wooden sign dangling off it. It's probably about, 70 feet away when you look down the dirt path to your north.
Interesting. I guess we should follow the path. Yeah, let's take the path. Balin, do you have any suggestions on what you'd like to do here? I mean, we could take some audience. Thoughts? I'm open for them, at least.
Your basic options here. You can check out the ruined farmhouse ahead of you.
Yeah.
You could travel north, and then the path splits in two directions. You could head further north, or you can head east down the path.
What do you think, Rydoth?
I can assist you in tracking down this friend of yours. I'm going to need to know more.
So we've got a couple suggestions here. We've got to check out the ruined house, or see what the sign says. Maybe it'll be a pub. I can just put that up to a quick vote here. That's from Grapes and from Lisa. Thank you, guys. Check out the ruined house, or see what the sign says. Might be a pub. It looks like people are looking at the pub here. Do you think you can find an old like barrel down in there and drink it? That's my question. All right. Well, I think it looks like people want to check out the pub, or check out the sign and see if it's a pub.
All right. Using the last hours of sunlight with their new friend, the group travels down the road towards this old building.
While we're traveling, I'm gonna ask Balin, what can you tell me of Gundren?
Yeah, Balin.
Balin, tell him what you know about Gundren, lest we find him quickly, and we can spend this time in this godforsaken town.
Should I tell you what she knows about Gundren, or do you want to have chat instigate some facts about Gundren?
I think you should probably just tell at this point.
Well, we've established that Gundren is a longtime friend of the party. He's a dwarf who is very business-minded. He's always following like the latest mining ventures, always chasing rumors and secrets and legends. He has stumbled upon what you believe to be the location of a powerful forge once used to craft magic weapons. Once times were peaceful around the town of Phandalin, and it prospered from the Forge of Spells. Unfortunately, battle broke loose, and mercenary orcs and evil wizards took over the Forge of Spells from allied human gnomes and dwarves. In the battle, the location of the cave was lost to time, and Gundren believes he has found the location, but unfortunately, he's been taken to what Sildar has suggested is a place known as Cragmaw Castle. The whereabouts to the party, yet unknown.
Well then,
Can we see
I
like
might be able to help here. I'm gonna motion to my weasel and whisper a little something something and send him off to survey the way to this Cragmaw Castle. So I'm expecting he will return to us with some information. I'll let the party know. I have friends in places with eyes that can see things you might want to know, but it takes time.
I can
Let's
appreciate
check out the
that.
pub.
Probably don't want to be looking at certain things around here, though. I'm not going to lie.
are the walls missing? Oh, that's removed the roof. Okay, I get it now.
Yeah. Now that you're
man.
outside, the roof has been returned to its dormant on the building state,
Excellent.
and you get a better view of the ruined cottages before you separate you from your pub. It's not a very long walk. It's like down the street, 2 houses over, to get to this pub. You see the weathered signboard by the door of this large building. It shows a faded image of a workhorse holding a flagon of ale. The building is sagging and dilapidated, but it is more intact than the ruins across the road. You see an entrance before you, but you're not sure of any other entrances without exploring the rest of the building.
I'm gonna walk up and check for traps.
This building is covered in thick volcanic ash from the explosion long ago. It looks relatively untouched. You don't see how possibly someone could have set a trap without disturbing the ash. You're feeling pretty safe.
I will walk in.
The door creaks open loudly.
Honey, I'm home. Anyone inside?
Inside is a very dusty scene. There's like airborne motes of dust surrounding this tiny bar. There's old stools. On top of one is the body of a man covered in dusty ash. And there's another one slumped over in the corner. The door bangs on against the wall as you open it, and the forms slowly shamble to life. Their heads finding new undeath as they rise from their positions. Roll initiative.
Is this the zombies you were talking about?
If it isn't one evil, it's another. Yes.
Well. Looks like my sword's gonna see some blood this eve. Wait, do zombies have blood?
Not necessarily.
Oh wait, I should roll in game for my initiative. Let's get some dice over here.
I'll bring you a d20. There you go, brother.
I rolled 11.
What's your bonus?
I have 14 total. And I guess we should roll for Balin here.
Oh yeah, fire away.
Oof.
All right.
Can't be more than 8.
I believe it is 8. What did Rydoth get?
10?
Let's roll for Barfo. Barfo rolls an 8 on the dice, plus his dexterity modifier, which is +2. Rydoth, what's your bonus for dexterity?
Dose.
Roll off.
Okay, well, you got to do a roll off with Barfo here. I'll let you roll first.
Nice.
17. Barfo with a 13. Barfo goes second. What's that name? Are we missing anybody? We got. I should probably roll for the ash-covered zombies.
Damn, they fat.
Uh-oh.
They fast.
They got the drop on us because we were looking for beer.
Yeah, you come in like, hello, anybody home? Expecting like a scene out of Cheers, and it's just a couple of dead guys shambling around. It happens.
Very hungry.
So these ash zombies, they spend half their movement just stumbling to their feet. The one in the corner using its arms to hold itself up against the wall, moaning intensively at you as a zombie does. The other one literally falls out of the stool onto the floor. You hear its neck crack sickeningly as it lands, but that doesn't stop its motives. And being that this is pretty small quarters, they may get it to attack you. I'm just double checking their speed here. They have 20 feet of speed. So let's see. They have to spend half that standing up. This guy's gonna go basically stand right here. And he tries to slam his undead body against Shuriken.
Oh no.
He rolls an 11 to hits.
Does not hit. Armor class 15.
This corpse, imbued with semblance of life, retains no vestige of its former self and is just once a bar patron, now a rotting body, but is unable to deal any significant damage to you. The other zombie is moaning and trying to get past the other one to make an attack, but is unable to enter the area to make any sort of effective assault on our halfling hero. And now it's Shuriken's turn.
I'm gonna spend my action to disengage from combat,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna move back here, and then I use my bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon. I create
Okay.
a floating spectral weapon. It is a razor-sharp scimitar. And
Do I have a sword mini out?
I put it right in front of the door, and I guess it gets an attack.
I believe so.
Yeah. So I need a D8.
If you go to the world map, I will bring you a D8. Stand by.
Take your time.
Here are some dice.
Does it roll to hit? It probably does, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
Uh, 16 plus 3, so 20 or 19.
19? Yeah, these guys are unarmored. They're slow. Their armor class is 8.
Perfect. And so this stays up for a minute, so it can keep attacking.
So you get 10 rounds of this weapon. The Celestial Dwarf will represent your weapon.
It does 4 damage.
The zombie groans as chunks of its flesh are chopped out by this holy spectral weapon.
That's my turn.
ride off.
Okay. All right, I've got an idea here. I'm going to use detect magic.
Okay.
I want to get an idea if these are the only kind of magical creatures in the vicinity. I know this is a dark magic that inhabits them, and I just need to make sure that there aren't any more.
You roll a quick perception check. Why not?
Sure. We've got dice for that.
So yeah, you hit R while it's in the air, and it'll like spin it around.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Although these beings do glow with the magic of undeath, you don't see anything else in the room that's magical.
Okay. All right. These are our only quarry. Let's dispatch them and turn.
All right. Barfo.
We need like a high pitched guitar riff to play every time Barfo comes out. You know, like that like air guitar. Yeah.
Yeah. Can Barfo even get in there? Murder dog attack. Okay, Barfo was actually gonna do nothing until I read that. Now Barfo attacks.
He jumps.
Where'd my Barfo mini go? Oh yeah, he's way back at the cottage by the roast meat, eating the meat.
Classic Barfo.
Barfo sprints through the ruined cottages and then leaps onto the zombies at command. But only at Balin's request, nobody else's. He tries to take a bite out of this undead shambler and does so successfully. And you guys hear, just like in the distance, a little guitar solo play. So Barfo does a mighty 2d4 plus 2 piercing damage.
Oh shit.
So he does 6 piercing damage, and the zombie has to make a strength saving throw. He resists being knocked prone by Barfo's flying doggy assault. Balin, what do you do?
Oh man, it's chat's turn. All right, let's hear what you guys want to do, and put your suggestions in, and we'll put them up for vote here. I mean, you've got a couple options here. Does Balin have any particular skills that could be useful right now, aside from just attacking? Or is just attacking what we need?
She might have some goodies. Don't forget that you can check her character sheet for inventory. She does have a couple items that may be useful.
What'd you guys like to do? Throw your suggestions in chat here. For what Balin Barrelbeard.
Sometimes the simple answer is the right one. Blasting a zombie with a crossbow might be a smart move. You would get sneak attack damage with your pal Barfo in melee.
Oh yeah! Sneak attack, that's right, rogue. Balin is a rogue.
A swashbuckler, no less.
We've got an attack with the crossbow from Lisa. Start blasting!
Blast.
Alright, I think we're just gonna start blasting.
Okay.
Do it.
Balin draws her short bow and takes an attack at the zombie.
Oh, no.
A little bit hungover. You're kind of like, wish I had spike weed right now. The arrow bounces around the room harmlessly, missing zombies, but smashing some old glasses that seems to have stood the test of time.
Nani?
The zombies act. This zombie is going to try to slam itself against Barfo and take a bite out of your pet wolf.
Oh, not Barfo. Is that is that?
Kind of that's cocked. I'll reroll.
Oh.
Similar, but slightly higher. Rolling a 17 to hit, the zombie slams into Barfo, dealing 1d6 plus 1 bludgeoning damage, 6 damage to Barfo.
You're gonna regret that.
You see Barfo is pretty badly hurt by the zombie attack. Point where he is bleeding and has lost at least half his hit points. Shuriken.
All right, I'm going to, with my fist rising high in the air, flames start burning out from between the fingertips, and I cast the cantrip Sacred Flame upon the zombie. So that is...
I believe it rolls a dex saving throw.
Yeah, dex 12. Which is it pretty... Oh, for fuck's sake. All right.
The staggering zombie makes it difficult to guide your divine flames, and he manages to stagger aside as the bolts rise from the ground.
I send my my sword flying towards him for a strike.
Roll to hits.
All right, don't fail me now, dice. I critically fail. wait! I got a sound for that. Yeah. All right. So that's my turn.
All right. That was rough.
Right
off. What are you gonna do?
Notices his now wounded animal companion or new animal friend. Says, "I cannot stand to see it suffer. I'm going to use Cure Wounds on our animal friend."
Nice.
Good idea.
Barfo seems to immediately understand.
Damn. Yeah.
It's 1d8 plus your modifier at least.
Yeah, which is so it's 5.
That's most of the damage. He only has 1 damage. 10 hit points remaining.
You see Rydoth stuffing like meat chunks into Barfo's wounds, and it heals over cleanly.
Just take some of the KBBQ.
Yeah.
Nice.
One matter to another.
All right. Barfo, renewed with vigor, continues his assault on his undead assailant.
Get him, Barfo. Your only hope.
Yeah, he hits. Barfo, dealing his 2d4 plus 2 damage, deals 4 damage.
Oof.
Snarling and biting and snashing, but unable to take down this ashy assailant. As Barfo attacks, you see a cloud of ash start to fill the vicinity, like it's knocking years of dirt off of this zombie. And being that he's attacking in melee, he's got to roll save lest he be affected by the zombie's ash.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
You see that he is adversely affected by the clouds of ash pouring out of this zombie.
No.
I guess you can speak to Barfo, can't you? Rydor.
Not without ritual.
Oh, you can do it with ritual, okay.
No. So, Barfo's going to have disadvantage on his attack rolls and saving throws and ability checks for 1 minute, but he can repeat the saving turn at the end of it. He can repeat the saving throw at the end of it. And now it is Balin's turn.
Balin, what do you want to do? Would you like to attempt your sneak attack crossbow again? Or do you have something else, something ingenious? Some creative way to end both zombies? We got 1 vote for blast him.
Blast him.
Oh yeah, always a good
Sneakily.
blasting.
I'm just picturing Balin like with 2 crossbows being like, blast him.
See, the original sneak attack mechanics still apply. So since Barfo is in melee, you would get sneak attack against the closest zombie.
Let's do it. Let's sneak attack.
All right. Rolling for Balin's sneak attack. Oh my god.
Whew.
Balin's really hungover.
We're rolling really poorly tonight.
Oh yeah. Switch to melee attack. Anything else Balin's gonna do before we move on, since your ranged assault didn't quite work?
Balin's gonna need those double attacks soon.
Yeah, see, well, in melee she gets her dagger attack at least.
Oh, that's handy.
The Ashen zombies trying to push through the door to get the more tasty meal, but unable to pass your wolf companion, try to take a bite out of your dog. And fail. The one behind it, unable to advance. There may be room to get close to the zombies in melee with some deft acrobatics. The door behind the zombies smashes open, and you see another shambling form pouring out from behind it. And you hear yet another behind that. But you cannot lay eyes upon it.
Sleepy Boy asked, do you have a fish?
Do I have a fish?
Yeah.
IRL or in-game?
I don't know. Three-Ton Jack had a pretty good suggestion. I think we'll probably put that up for vote on the next Balin turn here.
Oh, yeah. So, the zombies aren't smart enough to go around. So they're just pushing forward. We already rolled to attack the dog. That didn't work, so... Shuriken, what do you do?
I will charge forward. Wait, I can't attack it melee. Never mind. I'm going to use Sacred Flame. He must DC 12, which is really low. But I guess Shuriken's magic is weak. Yes.
He fails.
All right.
Engulfed in sacred flames. Roll some damage.
Does that even do any extra damage because they're evil? Probably not.
I don't think they have a weakness to radiance, but I'll check at least for you.
Oh, that's a good call. Yeah, radiant damage is like the one thing that they might even be weak to. Why isn't this... There we go. Is that cocked?
It's your choice.
I'll take it. It does 6 damage.
The ashen zombie erupts in sacred flame, snuffing out the undeath that animates its corpse.
Awesome. And I'm going to send my scimitar, magical scimitar, through the door to strike at the next zombie. Wow, that just took both of them. I'm going to hit the zombie on the right here with my...
Okay. Roll to hit, my friend. Here, I'll take care of that.
Why isn't it going up in the air? There we go. I miss. I thought that was a 20.
What's your bonus?
My bonus is 4. Or no, 3, sorry. So it'd be an 8.
That is enough to strike the ashen zombie.
No way. Okay. I strike
they're
out...
extra crusty and slow moving.
Does 1d...
They have no protection and no will to protect their well-being.
I do 3 damage. Man, I am... Our damage rolls are on the low end tonight.
It happens.
Yeah.
It happens.
They're crusty. We're crusty.
We're soon to make them crusty. Even more crusty.
Anything else you want to do?
That's my turn.
Then it is Rydoth's turn.
Okay. Ride off, having enough of this bullshit, seeing his friendly new animal friend in peril, getting surrounded by zombies, decides to spin around, crouch on all fours, and assume wild shape, giant hyena, as a free action.
Oh, nice.
And I'm going to charge at the zombie here on the left. If I can get in here.
Yeah, let me help you out with that.
Thanks, man.
You're turning into a hyena?
A giant hyena.
Giant hyena? How big is that exactly?
A giant hyena is equivalent to a medium-sized humanoid.
Oh,
So
okay,
on
okay.
all fours, I am as large as a person.
Interesting. Okay, hang on. We do things right here at Chat versus Everything, and that means finding you the correct visual representation for your wild shape. So as soon as my bag of every model cooperates, I'll have you a hyena model.
I was wondering everything was lagging.
Sorry, the bag of everything requires a little bit of processing power and bandwidth. My whole neighborhood slows down when I loaded this bag of models.
It's pretty incredible, honestly. We've been playing games and you try to load the model bag and then everything freezes.
Here's Rydoth the hyena.
Perfect.
Okay, so you leap at which zombie, sorry?
The one on the left,
Okay.
closest to the door.
Make an attack roll as a giant hyena. You see, as you leap through the door, hearts begin to just emit out of Barfo's head.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Figuratively speaking, he's not under some sort of medical distress.
There we go.
All right. So, by powers vested in me that is a +5 on that, so 17.
17 surpasses their 8 armor class.
And damage for that is a 2d6.
Ooh. With the gnashing fury equal to a greatsword, even.
Okay, there's one at 2,
Yes.
5. Okay, so that's 10 damage total. 2d6 plus 3.
Nice work.
Nice. You take big chunks out of this thing. You hear its bones breaking, and its already shambled gait is just reduced to like mostly muscle and broken bone. It's still alive and coming at you, but it's coming at you on its broken shins rather than its feet.
Perfect. All right,
Barfo.
end turn.
Wait, did we miss chat? Did we miss Balin?
No, Balin goes after Barfo.
Oh, okay.
Balin's hungover.
Does
Hey,
your spiritual weapon take up space?
That's a good question.
My wife is shaking her head no.
It occupies the same space as the thing it's attacking.
Yeah, I don't
Oh.
think. Yeah.
Very well. Then Barfo charges inside to attack. And he tries to like lady in the trap the zombie with you.
Nice.
Oh, and he totally does. He like bites one half of the zombie and like pulls it close and it's struggling and trying to reach over and grab him and like biting its mouth hopelessly.
Oh
But
no.
you get the genuine feeling that the wolf is trying to share an easy meal with you. And he also does a bunch of damage to something.
I want nothing to do with this meal. Can you imagine? Whoa.
That's a lot of damage.
Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. It's not bad. Where's my Barfo stats? There's so many windows open. Barfo does 2d4 plus 2 for a total of 9.
9 damage. Barfo.
The zombie is like crunched up and barely alive, quote unquote. But he's got like a couple of hit points remaining, so he's clinging on. But he's knocked prone by Barfo. Balin, what do you do?
Oh, Balin. What do we have? We had a couple. We had 3-ton Jack suggested before they wanted to light. He thought Balin should light the zombies on fire.
But then you just have fiery zombies, and when they hug you, it hurts more.
Yep.
Yep. Well,
Confirmed.
I mean, the real question is, can ashen zombies burn? Or is there, like, nothing left?
Oh, it's like carbon. They're just like caked with carbon that makes them fire retardant.
There is flesh beneath the ash, but it is old and rotten.
Might be jerky flesh too, which could make them resistant to fire. All right, well, I'm just gonna put this up for attack with a crossbow, sneak attack, light the zombies on fire, or attack with a sword and knife. Can she attack with both?
Getting in position will be difficult.
That's true.
So
That's-
melee is out of the question at the moment. There's a pair of gnashing dogs basically turning that room into a blender full of zombies. Not to mention your spiritual weapon doing work in there as well.
It's going snicker snatch. Wait, that's not how that goes, is it? So what does Balin do? Get your votes in, everyone. Attack with a crossbow, or light the zombies on fire? Let's see, we've got a strong lead for attack with crossbow. That is a sneak attack.
Ooh. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
when
sweet.
Balin can land it, it'll be good. Right?
Remember, if you guys all agree and we get 100%, you get advantage on the attack roll.
Alright, I'm closing it up.
The Fire Nation did not attack today.
We got attack with the crossbow. 100%.
Okay, sweet. So Balin lines up her crossbow, all the voices in her head aligning, telling her to light up that zombie. Rolling with advantage. Your short bow arrow finds perch within the zombie, dealing 1d6 plus 3 damage for the short bow, 7 damage, plus 2d6 for your sneak attack damage. And 12 damage. Pow.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Doggy.
Real nice. You take a big chunk out of the zombie's brain, like half of its head's missing from your short bow blast. Unfortunately, the zombie only needs a little bit of it to survive.
Thing
And
is
he gets to
brilliant.
act. They are quite so. So this first zombie is going to use half of its movement speed to stand up, and then he's going to try to take a bite out of Rydolph by slamming his body on top of the giant hyena. And he fails miserably. Being that he's a broken mess of bones and flesh, He's having a hard time with the loss of dexterity in his undeath. That and he's pinned down by a couple of large animals.
He fails doing the worm.
The second makes a strike at Barfo and fails.
Droop is alive, by the way.
Yeah, Droop is alive and looking dapper, but he's still like, I don't know. I kind of compare him to like a chihuahua. He's shaking all the time. He's nervous. He hangs out in the background unless he's addressed. If a fight breaks out, he immediately hides.
Sounds like Droop.
It's Shuriken's turn.
All right, I'm going to. I guess I'm gonna just do the same attack again. Oh, we got a follower. Thanks, Sleepy Boy. Let's do.
Thank you so much.
Let's do a Sacred Flame attack. So they got to roll a Dex save of 12, and then I'll attack with my spiritual weapon. Do you want me to roll for that? No, you got to roll for that.
Are you gonna Sacred Flame the one?
I'll do the one that's prone.
That is in. Okay. Then he has disadvantage. And he fails. Roll some damage.
All right. 6 damage with the Sacred Flame.
Your Sacred Flame snuffs the last bit of unlife from the soon-to-be doggy meal.
Yes, I'm cooking
the zombie
it for you.
goes limp. Let's see here. If damage reduces the zombie to 0 hit points, it makes a Constitution saving throw of 5 plus the damage taken. Unless the damage is from radiance, energy, or a critical.
Wait, isn't that
So he dies
radiant?
without a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah. Oh, because it's radiant.
Correct. Oh, we're having sufficient
Oh.
time to evacuate that guy.
So radiant is good. Okay? Perfect. That's good to know. That's good to know.
If you have anything else to do,
I'm gonna attack the other one with my spiritual weapon, rolling a 7 to hit.
1 shy.
I miss. And okay, that's my turn.
Okay. Right off.
All right. Well, I'm gonna, just work on this zombie that's being attacked by a really pathetic sword.
Feel free.
All right.
You can
It's
roll
only
that
a little
d20 to
flimsy.
see how well you strike this guy down. Oh yeah, it's above 8. You do it.
Yep. All right. Perfect. And so that's gonna be. Come on. Let's do this. 1 and
Come on, big money.
4, 5, and 8 damage.
8 damage.
damage.
Nice. That's enough to bloody the zombie. So you do like good damage. You hear the crunching of ribs as you bite down into its torso with your giant hyena mouth.
Perfect.
But being that he is imbued with the power of undeath, he is resilient and survives your assault. Anything else you'd like to do?
I'm good.
Then Barfo attacks, looking to impress his potential mate. And still manages to hit, even with an 8 on the dice. Rolling 2d4 plus 2. Barfo does 7 damage. And then looks over at Rydoth the hyena for approval. Balin! 2 zombies left.
Balin, it's on you. What do you do, Balin? What does Balin do? Do you attempt another sneak attack with your bow? Do you hurl a flask of flammable liquid at the zombies? Oh, that might burn your friends too. That may not be the best decision right now. Anything, unorthodox you'd like to do? Can we think of things that Balin could do that isn't just a sneak attack that would be useful right now? I'm trying to think.
I'm not giving Balin too many options, given the space.
Yeah, your dogs are in there fighting. If my dogs were fighting a zombie, I'd probably shoot the zombie with a bow and arrow if I had it.
All right. Well, I guess we'll just shoot him then. It doesn't seem like we've had any suggestions. So.
All right.
I think everybody's pretty much cheering on Barfo. Like, Barfo is trying hard right now.
Balin's just gonna get.
Barfo's a champion.
Chat's just
Nice.
gonna control Barfo now.
Balin's shooting for the head. The crossbow deals 7 damage, and the sneak attack adds an extra 7 damage. Somebody in
Damn.
chat describe this death on the zombie.
Yeah, I don't think there's any other
yeah.
attack that does so much damage early game like this.
The crossbow, sorry, I say crossbow, I mean shortbow. The shortbow arrow is enough to explode this zombie's brains about the room, painting the walls with bones and blood
And Ash.
and ash.
I had an
Zombie!
had an arrow lodged
There's
in my
but
butt.
one zombie left.
Oh, nice. We got one left.
I'm gonna read out CD's description here. The arrow hits the zombie square in the forehead, shattering what's left of its skull and sending the ash into the air. The scene looks like Snoop Dogg hotboxed the room.
Oh shit! Do I have a sound clip for that? I think I do.
Smoke weed every day.
There you go.
Yeah, nice. So the last zombie comes shambling in and is going to attack randomly. Even will be Rydoth. So he attacks Barfo. Coming in, slamming his body. I believe that is enough to hit Barfo. Just barely enough to hit Barfo. For 1d6 plus 1 bludgeoning damage. He takes 4 bludgeoning damage. He's at 5 at 11 hit points. Shuriken.
I'm like,
Stay away from my dear best friend Barfo.
and gonna twirl my finger in the air, and a little like whistling noise happens, and then more flames erupt at the zombie. Does he shake them
All right.
off?
Let's find out. He does.
Damn.
Unfortunately.
My sword flies forward, trying to strike him in the chaos. Rolling a 15.
Nice. That's a hit.
That's a hit, and I'm gonna take. Let's see here. And I roll 5
Nice.
plus 3 or plus 2, so 7 damage.
Nice. Doing work on the zombie, chopping him as he charges forward to bite your furry friends. As you guys are fighting, Shuriken, you feel the sudden sharp bite of something clawing at your back.
Oh no!
You turn to see what's attacking you, and there are 2 what seem like moving shrubs. They look like if they weren't moving, they would be totally indistinguishable from a regular plant, but they look like a mass of roots that have taken life.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Can I react?
Do you have a reaction?
I don't have a saved reaction now. I can't do anything. What am I talking about?
Okay, some skills are reactions that you can use, like shield.
I don't think I have any of those.
So one rolls a 19 to hit you, and the other one rolls a 22 to hit you. The first one deals 4 damage. The second one deals. That was cocked. Roll. 2 damage. So total is 7 damage.
All right.
Right off. You see your friends getting assaulted from the corner of your eye by these mutant plants that you've been studying.
Okay. As part of, my non-combat action, let's see, detect magic is still going can I roll perception to see if I'm sensing even more things approaching?
You can roll perception, sure.
Okay, cool. Damn. I'm very perceptive.
Yeah.
You rolled a 20.
Yeah.
Amidst the ruins and the shrubs of the cottages to the south, you do see slight glimmers of maybe something lingering in the bush, but without closer inspection, you can't tell exactly what it is. Given your wizened age, it wouldn't be a poor guess to assume that it's more twig blights.
Okay. Getting kind of definitely annoyed at this. We gotta dispatch this zombie. I'm just gonna lay into it. Gonna lay into it real hard.
All right. That works.
That works. Yes, it does. And 8 damage.
8 damage. All right. You feel the undeath of this zombie slowly being snuffed out. One more hit like that, and it will be done.
Okay.
Barfo attacks viciously. That's a 1, but that sure as hell looks cocked to me. What do you think?
It looks cocked.
Barfo doesn't roll ones, okay? Barfo is a baller, just like Balin. There we go. See, I knew it. It was a 1, but she forgot the 0. Oh yeah. Barfo rends this zombie limb from limb, grabs the arm right as it's about to smack the hyena, rips it off the torso, and bashes the other arm clean off the torso with it. And then does like a horse kick that knocks the head off. And the zombie is going to roll its constitution save and likely fail. Yeah, rolling a 2, the zombie loses its grasp on its undeath and dies thanks to Barfo's assault.
Good Barfo.
Balin! You see Shuriken getting attacked by a pair of what looks like moving dead shrubs with razor-sharp, shrubby claws.
I'm very uncomfortable right now. I've got a fear of shrubbery. I would like you to bring me a nice one, not too big.
What do you do, Balin? So we got a suggestion for slash those shrubs up in a snicker-snapping way.
Nice. Good suggestion.
While saying this bush needs a trim.
Houses to the south of you look like ruined cottages side by side. Might have been homes of prosperous shopkeepers or well-off farmers in their time, but all that remains are collapsed walls and piles of debris, and the several young trees that have grown up amidst the ruins.
Balin will, Oh, we got another suggestion. We gotta use a firebomb on the plants. Alright. That's 2 suggestions. I'm gonna put it up for vote here.
Nice.
So your choice is slash those shrubs up or use a firebomb. Votes are coming in. Will Balin be big-brained today, or will the fire splash on Shuriken, burning him horribly? Good call getting advantage on this one, you guys. I'm gonna close.
Yeah,
this.
end it quick.
All right, they get advantage. They're gonna throw a firebomb.
Cool. Balin throws one of her firebombs at the twiggy assailants, rolling with advantage with the power of chat. So, well over enough to hit. Your firebomb explodes with ruthless efficiency, engulfing the twigs. One of the twigs in righteous flames, and he is basically immediately incinerated. You hear like a squealing and popping as its twiggy body erupts in efficient flames. You can tell these guys are very vulnerable to fire, being that they are essentially mutated dried roots. Now, instead of a vicious, bloodthirsty root monster, you have a nice, warm fire.
Excellent.
All zombies are dead. It is Shuriken's turn.
Oh, it's my turn. Okay, well, am I still in combat, or did the one attacking me... Oh, they both attacked me, never mind. Alright, I'm gonna attack the twig blight with my short sword.
Okay.
I roll an 11 plus 3, so 14.
14 is enough to hit.
Oh shit.
These guys have 13 armor class. Their skin is thickened by the wood that makes up their body.
So that does 6 damage. 3 plus 3. And
yeah, tell me how you chop up this firewood.
Oh, jeez. I guess I just kind of, with a limp wrist, whip my sword at it, and I must have incidentally hit one of its main branches, and it fell to pieces.
All right.
And I'm gonna send out my spiritual weapon against the other one. Is there another one?
Roll perception.
Another 11. I rolled 13 total for perception.
Yeah. You think the battle is over for a brief moment, but you hear a rustling in the bushes, not just to the cottages of the south, but to the trees and brush to your east. You definitely sense more coming.
Can I send my sword to intercept?
Oh, yeah.
I will do that. I send my sword sailing towards it.
Your keen senses detect 6 twig blights.
Oh, now that one's dead, I'm also gonna move back a little ways. And, actually, can I go inside the hut?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go inside the hut. So we get a choke point. And, yeah, I guess my sword, my scimitar, will attack this twig blight here.
Okay, roll to hit.
I miss. I rolled 6 total, or 5 total.
For 13 on these mothers.
That's my turn.
The twig blights rush in and attack everything in their path. I'm going to give Droop a chance to hide here. And he does.
Drew?
So we'll just move him out of here. He's hiding in a bush somewhere.
We need to get him one ring that will make him go invisible.
Okay, so the twig blights basically come in and descend upon Balin.
Balin!
He just
No!
shot up in the tree. So 2 are gonna come in, make attacks. 1 attack. Does that count? Oh, say that's cocked. Okay, good. Yeah. See,
That's
it was cocked for real. There was an extra 4 on it.
Yeah.
Balin's
Next attack.
vestigial twins head
That does
throbs, causing them to miss.
So the twig blight slashes at you with dagger-like fingers, dealing 5 piercing damage.
It's a lot of damage for Balin.
How far can these guys move? They move 20 feet. So they move 5, 10, 15, 20. He's going to make an attack too. Fail. No, he can make it too. Why not? That's going to hit. The twig-like fingers poke between the plates of your armor. 15 points of damage total. And that guy's going to move up and also attack. What's Balin's AC?
What is Balin's AC?
I'm checking. 14, so he has +3 to hit on top of his 12, meaning Balin takes
Ooh.
6 points of damage.
Big ooh.
You guys see Balin just getting like pecked to pieces as she makes a break for the cabin. Is there one more? There is one more. 5, 10, 15, 20. This one fortunately misses. Right off.
All right. Right off is gonna have to exit cabin and attack the twig blight right here. Yeah. That's how we do.
All right.
Get him right off.
Oh yeah, you smash
Oh,
him.
yeah.
Fist. I don't think
I
you
definitely do.
can not kill him. But roll damage anyway.
Well, yeah. So minimum is 5. 'Cause you have-
Oh yeah, okay. Roll anyway.
Well, that was 8.
Okay, sweet. So I go by classic Baldur's Gate rules, where if you basically do double someone's health, they explode in a shower of gore and body parts.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And these guys have 4 hit points.
Well,
So you can basically describe at any level of creativity how you wish to dismantle this twig mutant.
Okay, so I rush towards the twig mutant, find that sweet point where I have total control over it in my mouth and toss it up in the air, and then grab it again and bite it and slam it on the ground.
Oh, beautiful.
Part of being a giant hyena is that I have a rampage. When a giant hyena reduces a creature to 0 hit points with a melee attack on its turn, the hyena can take a bonus action up to half of its speed and make a bite attack.
Nice.
So this guy's knocked over, I assume.
Oh, he's mad dead. We'll delete him. He took that much damage.
So moving somewhere over here. Bouncing on top of this one.
That's cocked. 12.
There we
That's
go.
better.
Okay, that's a 17.
Oh yeah.
And let's see what we got for damage.
That is correct. Binge has wild shaped into a hyena.
That's right. Okay, so that is 12 points of damage.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna take this one, crunch it up, and I mean, I don't know. Do you want to put like a limit on this rampage thing?
Well, you only get 1 bonus action per round.
Okay.
As happy as I
Okay.
would be to see you eliminate every one of these in a second, that would be sick as fuck.
Well,
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But mechanically speaking,
Well,
you only get 1
Yeah.
bonus
Okay.
action.
Okay. That's good to know. Yep. So I just take that one completely in my mouth, as if it disappears, and spit it at the other one.
It explodes in a cloud of shrapnel. Not in any sort of violent sense, but everyone in the vicinity is definitely in the splash zone.
You smell sandalwood.
Nice.
The
I believe
hyena.
you're all done.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, I'm done. That's all.
Barfo looks at you with stunned silence and spends his turn being in stunned silence.
Damn it! I ruined Bobo's turn.
Balin, what do you do? Do you run inside the house for cover? Or do you continue to assault outside?
What would you like to do, Balin? Let's hear from you. Balin! No! How hurt is Balin?
Balin's looking worse for wear. She has taken like how many hit points? She has taken 21 damage. She has 33 health. Sorry,
Balin?
31 health.
We have a suggestion to disengage and run inside the house. I'm gonna add in the obligatory attack.
Being that you're a rogue, you could attack and disengage and move in the same turn.
So we'll count disengage and run inside as an attack and disengage. I guess that's what we'll do because we're not getting any suggestions. So let's do it.
All right. Balin turns into a whirlwind of death, slashing her rapier. And I don't think she can not kill this twig blight. Oh, it's dead. Dealing 6 points of damage, 1 twig blight down. Balin slashes with her dagger, killing a second. Disengages and darts inside of the building for cover. You see the scene inside you. This was once a bustling bar for successful patrons. It is now an ash-covered, body-ridden dust pit. But you managed to slay 2 twig blights and dart inside safely. Shuriken.
All right, I'm gonna start like I'm gonna shriek like a shuriken and run out the door and charge at this closest one and like stab at him with my tiny little sword.
All right, sweet. Roll to hit.
I roll a 12.
Oh yeah, with your bonus that'll hit.
I rolled 7 damage.
7 damage. The twig blight is slain.
Excellent. And then I'm gonna send my other sword, my scimitar, in to attack this other blight here.
All right, roll to hit.
I roll a 19.
Nice.
And it does 10 damage.
10 damage. Oh yeah, the twig blight is exploded by your spiritual weapon.
My scimitar spins in a tightly spinning disc, glistening in the light, and I run out over and I scoop up some of the minced up leaves and pack them in my 4-foot pipe.
The forest is once again quiet. All your assailants appear to be dispatched.
We did it,
All right.
guys. I'm gonna like immediately spark up the bowl and pass it to Balin.
You packed the twig blight into the bowl?
Yeah.
It's not particularly great. It's very harsh.
It's too fresh. We gotta cure it. I'm gonna put some in a little jar.
It's basically like you're sticking your face in a campfire.
Oh no.
I thought this would be better. I don't know what I was thinking.
You guys get 200 experience points equally split amongst you. You don't really find anything of value in this area after you explore like the old common room. The western portion of the building held like a kitchen and brewer's vats. You see like some huge wooden stands to the west.
Is there any barrels?
The east still permeates the air, but all the ale is long gone from the barrels.
Bride-off is going to disengage the wild shape and perch himself up against the side of the establishment, looking around at the surroundings, seeming a little forlorn about these things.
Balin is playing a game of fetch with Barfo right now.
We're gonna roll animal handling. It goes well. You're bonding with Barfo, and your bond is strengthened.
Is there can I search the place for anything hidden?
Yeah, but you don't find anything.
Damn.
Looks like it's been cleared out, guys. Shall we continue on?
Nice. I think we should explore the rest of Thunder Tree next week.
I think we're getting to the end here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If we get into another encounter, we'll be going way over time.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
For sure. One thing we might want to clear up before we end, I sent out my bag weasel
Oh yeah.
earlier to tell me about the pathway to Cragmaw Castle.
Oh yeah, your weasel returns with your own possession. He brings a map that you own to you, and the area that Cragmaw Castle, and you can confirm this yourself, has been X'd.
What a good weasel.
You could tell it's like sloppy enough that the weasel did it, but like precise enough that the weasel put like effort into it.
This is the same weasel that was serving you AVBQ.
What's his name?
Wheezy.
Wheezy.
I'm gonna feed him a tiny little nugget of food that I've got. A morsel.
All right. I'm gonna open up my gray bag and usher for the weasel to go back in it.
He does with gusto. He's very excited to return to his pouch.
All right.
His head sticks out, so he looks out at his surroundings.
Gather. I welcome everybody around, and we all take in the map. We're gonna point. Mute the adventurous music plays. Fade out to black. Maybe. I don't know. What does Balin think?
Balin's already blacked out.
Balin's blacked out a lot of the time.
Yeah. Balin's like fade to black. Oh, I thought I already did that.
It's
Yeah.
fading to black because
You see static in Balin's eyes when you look into them.
So you see that the location of Cragmaw Castle is probably about 8 miles away southeast in the woods, deep within Neverwinter Woods.
Excellent. Well, will you be able to join us again next week, Binge?
I don't know. I'll do my absolute best, but because I mean this is fun, and I definitely want to see what the future of a ride off the druid is. Maybe
We'll play it by ear.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can join us, love to have you.
Yeah.
It's great having you this
Love
time,
you
as I knew it would be.
And yeah, I guess we appreciate all y'all out there coming out again for another great show.
Yeah, we couldn't do it without you.
Participation was good this round. Of course, tune in next week. We're gonna try to hopefully get something going on the weekend maybe soon. I know we've been saying that for a while, but one of these days. Huge thank you to Binge for coming out for the show and joining us for another fun round. I guess big thanks to all the people who stuck with us for the whole show, or who came and went and came back. We appreciate you guys out there. And yeah, I guess we'll try to get something ready for next week to maybe give away or something like that. So
give away some games next week too.
I'll try to do some leaks. I'll try to get some leaks going. Yeah.
Hype it up.
All right, you guys. Till next time. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. And,
Everyone have a good night. See y'all next week.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.